today. Gonna use some ketchup. You know, just sure. It's on fire. We'll fix them weld holes right up. It's got a rat's nest like the rest of the truck, so. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got to get some work done to the Miata. About 2 weeks ago, started it up, gave her a little rev, blew some smoke out the tailpipe. I believe the valve stem seals are bad. Went ahead and got some Super Tech valve stem seals. So we're going to try to replace valve stem seals with the motor in the car. Let's get after it. Alright, so we need to get lots of stuff out of the way. And as I'm getting this stuff out of the way, I'll explain a little more. The reason that I think it is valve stem seals, driving down the road, it clears up. I don't have any smoke. I pretty much only have smoke. Oh, come on startup. It's not terrible. If I almost forgot. Oh, come on. If I start it up and rev it, it smokes. If I just start up and go, I can kind of smell it. It's not real bad. That's a good sign that it is valve stem seals. If you've been driving it for a while and you hit the gas and it smokes a bunch, that's probably piston rings and other bad things. So, what else was I needing? Oh yeah, I was gonna take this off. This is a pain to get off, but yeah, do I really need it off? I don't need it off. I'm kind of one of those you take off bare minimum, you know, and then later on you have to take it off anyways. Yeah, how it goes. Yeah, anyway, unplug stuff. This is the crank sensor. It's got the power steering. I don't know what it does, but it goes to the power steering. We got 3 plugs here that go to lots of things. Oh, come on. It's hard to do with one hand. Sometimes these are hard to do with 2 hands. Come on now. Come on. How do you come off? There you go. Alright. Then you can weasel this out the way. Stay over there. Stay. First, because all this has to come off. I mean, that had to come off. Gotta get this cover off. I believe we can get to the tensioner with a wrench. You'll see that later. It's gotta come off. It gotta come off. All that stuff has to come off. Well, yeah, just keep yanking stuff, right? Right. PCV valve. So we'll take all these off. I'll take those plumb out the way. Yeah. I should probably here. Keep record of this. That's number 4, 1, 3, or sorry, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right. Remember that for me if you would. Like I said, I prefer to put stuff back. So, oop, no, about lost it. And yes, this on yours is probably a bolt. Mine was stripped out, so it is now a stud. Yep. Okay. And now, take that off. Let's loosen this one. There's one here. Hold on a second. You go here. Stay here for a minute. Right. Okay. Yeah. Come on now. So all that's done. Like I said, bolt. Now we're down to, you get this guy off. Unfortunately, somebody has messed with this, previous owner, so this bolt is different than the other bolt. I don't remember what they are. I think one's a 13 and one's a 14. Let's try 13. Yeah, that one's a 13. That's grody in there. And then, no, it's a 12 and a 13. This I'm just gonna leave hanging there. Should be all right. Should be out of my way. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it with taking the least amount of stuff off. So, what's next? These, your 10 mil. Yeah, look at that. So, these wrenches, especially this cheaper style, are not meant for breaking bolts loose. Well, I mean, you can do what I'm doing here, but holding the trigger is not going to break those bolts loose. And the valve cover's off. Here, you up here for now. Yeah, you're up here for now. Because I'm gonna try to reuse that gasket and, you know, do one of these. We can now take this off. See? Come. Sure. I'll set you right there. Alright, you know, I said I like to take off bare minimum, but I need to get this bolt. I don't quite have enough room here. So we're going to take this belt off and take the water pump pulley off down there. That should be enough because this just comes out the side as a smaller piece. So we're going to go ahead and take all that off real quick. A couple bolts on water pump pulley and belt whatnot. Not really going to show you that because that's a little easy, but anyway. Alright, so we got that cover off. That way I can get to this bolt here. No, it's right here. Bottom of it has one bolt. The alternator, you need to loosen this bolt, sometimes that bolt, and then there's one on the bottom, but you have to get to it from the back. And then it'll move, get your belt off, take your water pump pulley off. Now we're to this. I need to undo that way I can loosen this belt up and take it off. That's the gist of that. Now we're down to taking these off. They 14 as well. Yeah, they're 14 as well. And then cam caps. And we're, you know, somewhere. Getting these off. So right about here, you got a bolt you can hold on to. And, you know, yep, sure. Here, can we stick you right here? All right, hopefully you stay there. It's kind of wobbly. Alright, that one's off. Oh, no, no, no. Don't want to slip. Oh. Alright, those are off. Well, lost you guys there for a minute. For future note, like I said, I've moved it a little bit. But anyway, intake cams are pointed that way. Exhaust cams pointed that way. You know, so that'll help for later. Reason I'm wondering that, this one looks like the pin is straight up. Yeah, it looks like that pin is straight up as well. So, but anyway, I'm gonna set that back in there because I need this clean. You know, need it clean because that's where all cam stuff's gonna go. So I can't have nothing else but it. So you take this off and it's on my left, so it's staying on my left. Right? It's my right, so it'll stay on my right. You know, that's the one that goes on the right. Goes on the right. Well, you remember. And then we'll start breaking all these cam caps off. Actually, do I need to take that off? I don't think so. This thing, I think I can leave it. Yeah, I don't see why I need to take that off. So, anyways, we're gonna start taking cam caps off. When you start taking the cam caps off, when you tighten them down, it's supposed to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? When you take them off, you go the opposite. So you go outer caps, move in, center. Take them off slowly. You don't want to break your camshaft or nothing. Just take your time. You don't need to fully take a cap off and then fully take another cap off. We'll just loosen them a little bit at a time. You'll be. So, what size is that? Is that 10 mil like everything else? Yep. It's 10 mil like everything else. I don't want to use an automatic one. That's no go. So, use my favorite wrench. So, make sure I ain't missing nothing else. No, I'm not missing anything else. So, go from the outer, or well, hold on, we go from inner, outer, yes, outer to inner. I had to second guess myself there for a minute. All right, so, break it loose, break it loose. Come on. Break it loose, break it loose, break it loose. Break it loose, so on, so forth. Then we'll do the other side. Okay. Now they're all basically finger. One other thing, these cam caps go on a certain direction. Are they marked? I don't think they're marked. So this cam cap goes this way. When you put it back on, you do not want to put it on that way. So everything, when you go to set it over there, needs to be set exactly how it goes on there. Right? Right. All right. So we got all that stuff laid out. I did end up taking the camera's coming apart. Did end up taking this metal cover off just to look. It doesn't look like I was leaking down the backside, but it does look like those cam seals were leaking. And there's a lot of oil down the front. Regardless, we've got new ones. They're going in there. So now we're down to actually doing the work. First things first, take your spark plug out. We need to, where is, I need the big socket. Just stuff out there, it is. Okay. Need to spin the crank. If I can get on it one-handed. Sorry for the camera view. All right, so we don't want to be at top dead center. We want to be down. Man, that might not even be long enough, is it? Huh. It's awful long to not be long enough. This longer? Yeah, this is a bit longer. Will it fit? Yeah, that'll fit. Okay. So we want to keep going till she's down. All right, so she started coming back up. Take that out. I went and bought a few things. That's not part. I got some shoelaces. This is not an expensive one by any means. This is the valve give outer. Okay. Anyway, we'll show you that in a minute. Right now we need shoelaces. And we're just gonna start feeding that down in there the best we can. You've actually got to get it in the cylinder, not just wad it up in the spark plug hole. Grab one of these. That's not working. I don't have enough room. Oh, I'm gonna fix a problem here too. Probably tie this to something. You don't want to lose that whole shoelace down in your cylinder and not be able to get it out. That would be bad. So let's tie it to this wrench so it can't happen. All right. I'll just put this wrench over here somewhere. Okay. One shoelace should work good enough. The room between the top of the piston and this head is minuscule. So anyway, now we're just going to rotate it again until she locks up, basically. Yep. See, now I can't move the cylinder no more. She's all locked up. Now we're going to start with, so that's got this whole cylinder locked up. So it's got these two and these two locked up. Then that's where this thing comes in. So take this thing and right here. We need a magnet, and I am just going to do one side at a time. So where am I going to land? I have a place to land. I need to go. I'm gonna land right there. So one at a time, we'll pull this one out. This one's on the left. Put it on the left. This one's on the right. Put it on the right. Okay? Okay. Good. Now, this tool if it will. She does not line up. Said it lined up. She does not line up. Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying don't get this one. Go to Flying Miata. This ain't sponsored, but go to Flying Miata and get the one that actually probably works. This one doesn't fit. I'm not going to go, I can't leave right now. I'm not going to go try to find the right size bolt. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I obviously took these out, the lifters. I have kind of jerry-rigged this. I had to shave this down so it fits in there. Where is my wrench? This guy and this here magnet. Okay. All right. So you kind of see. Like I said, I don't recommend doing it this way. I get the magnet in there. Oh, as well, I had to use 2 shoestrings. One was not enough. All right, there's one. So I got one of them out. I'm gonna set it over here so I don't lose it. Come on now. All right, got the other one. Not recommended. It's much easier to do it the other way, especially if you ain't got enough strength to push down on them. Take that off. Then we're gonna take spring out. I don't know that matters so much, but I'm gonna remember which way that went. Now, whoop. That's awful bright. That's your cam seal down in there. See if I can't get this lit up better. Good enough? All right. They also do sell like cam seal pliers, whatnots. I got old long boys. It's all right. So try not to touch your valve. Can we get you down in there for me? All right, so try not to touch your valve. Grab that seal. You want to give her some twist. Sure she's moving. And pull. Good Lord. Try to do this one hand, it sucked. Oh God. Okay. I need 2 hands for that. A better angle. Okay, there we go. Bent it when it came out. But that's your cam seal. That one pull got me pretty good. You tell? I don't even know what I hit myself on. Anyway, I see a little bit of debris down in there on that shaft and whatnot. I am changing the oil after this, so this is all right. Also, see if we have some. We should. I've always got for that. There it is. It's awful dirty, but assembly lube. We'll be putting assembly lube on everything. Highly recommended anytime you do anything to a motor. I don't care if it's new, old, doesn't matter. I don't care if you didn't spray it with anything, it's still oily. Assembly lube. The reason it's, you know, called assembly lube. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. We got blue ones and brown ones. I don't know which one's which. So, I'm gonna look that up real quick, because I don't have a clue. I don't know everything. Most of the time I've gotten valve seals, they're all the same color. But I'm gonna say they're blue and brown for a reason. Maybe withstand more heat. I don't know. But I'm gonna look it up real quick. Alright, so the blue seals, where are you? Alright, so blue seals are for exhaust, brown are for intake. In case you're wondering, didn't know. Anyway, now we need to find, let's see how a 10 mil fits. I hate these socks that don't come out of here worth the hoot. Shoo. All right, so there. This 10 mil fits pretty good. Not really touching the seal, we're touching the metal around it. So we're gonna use 10 mil. Theoretically, we need something over that. I don't have anything. Really, you need like a straw to put over the seal. I'm gonna see if I can find a straw. No straws. Like I said, I have no way of leaving, so we're just gonna go for it. And we are going to just goop a big glob of assembly lube in there. And then we're gonna squeeze it on there. Okay. It's on there. Alright, let's get you in here to see a little better. 2 mil sock over it. Down, and then you should feel it click in. Alright. Looks like it. Double check. Yep. Got a little click. Not so much a click, but you can tell it like seats on something. Makes any sense. So now we'll go back together with all of this. I'll spray most of this stuff off. So here, you stand right here. You know, clean stuff. Not that needs it. Assembly lube on the bottom side. And drop that down back in there. Same with this thing. Yeah, see, it's got stuff on it now. Should probably wear gloves, not do what I do. But anyway, and we're gonna put goops and gobs around it. We're gonna put both the keepers in there. These keepers are, it's gonna be hard for me to show you. They're tapered. They're skinny on one end, big on the other. Skinny end down. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more goop on there. And we're gonna put that in there. Yep. So, now we've got all of that in there. I'm gonna show you my other process because it's easier. Okay, I don't have what I need, all right? You need a piece of plastic bag, your proper tool. Hopefully you have the proper tool. Okay, so, where are you at? There you are. So we're gonna put this down on here. If I can get it on there. This on there. Schmoosher. Okay. That way, it's like that. Drop my magnet. All right, shove this down on there. Oh, I fell. Anyway, now see it again. That little piece of plastic helps hold them so they can fall back down in there. And at that point, you're basically done. Short of, which one's which? That one's the front left. So this one, here, say right here. Just say right there. Okay. That was only fall out of there. Where's my pick? Got my pick. There's a little hole here. Get that out of there. Again, we're gonna do the same thing. Clean up this valve on the inside. Here, we need a trash can. We need the trash can, okay? Spray the whole thing off. Wipe her up. Yep, still needed that. Idiot. Wipe this thing off. Okay. Now, you can still tell which one's the bottom. Has a little circle on it. You know, this doesn't. It says a dirty little circle in the middle. So it goes down. Again. Yeah, you can't hardly see what I'm doing. Dirty circle. No dirty circle. So that side goes down. We're gonna take it. Some assembly lube in there. Side down. These are solid lifters, so they don't have the plunger or nothing in there to clean out. That center rests on your valve. So there. And then we're gonna cover the outside with it too. Yeah. It's not, you can't put too much on there. Just put a bunch on there. And then we're gonna sleeve that back down in there. Yep. And then we'll put assembly lube on the top when we're done. I don't think you need to see me do that. What, 15 more times? Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm gonna just keep doing it. Plus I'm doing it the hard way, so I need all my hands, okay? I'll get back with you once I've actually started putting it back together. So I had one more piece of information. The shoestring, when you go to take it out of there, you shouldn't have to pull real hard. If you have to, it's because it's pinched by one of the valves. You may be able to tell that one of the valves is sunk down more. But what you can do is take those back out and push each valve down a little bit as you're barely pulling, and it'll come loose. So we're ready to put these cams in. Again, I'm gonna say this a million times, you need the assembly lube on everything. So I'm gonna squirt it on all the lifters. Doesn't have to be perfect, just gotta be on there. And we're gonna squirt it on the bearings per se. Not really bearings in here. Journals. Yeah, sure. Anyway, squirt it on everything I'm squirting it on. Okay. I'm gonna grab the intake cam. Very gently. Oop, I'm grabbing it in the wrong place. Yep. And it's really only going to lay one way for us to do the work. Later we'll turn it. Exhaust. Ugh. It's hard to grab it. Sorry if I'm pointing the camera in the wrong spot. Okay. Sweet. Cam seals. Should probably do those too, right? Yep. Where are you pointed? You pointed good, yeah. Okay. Gotta wipe my fingers off. Goop everywhere. Okay. Cam seals. Opening goes back. Okay. Wow. And we'll just push them on there before we put the caps on, because it'll be easier. Yep. Now we got new cam seals. Then cam caps. Yeah, basically the left. Yeah. The reverse of what we did earlier. Alright. So, I got them all handish tight. Now, you're going to start from here. You're going to go 1. Well, both cams the same. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same over here. Doesn't really matter which way, you just have to start in the middle and go back and forth. Best I can find is 11 to 14 Newton meters. In the middle of there somewhere is 10 foot-pounds. So I'm going to take them to 10 foot-pounds and call it a day. Okay. That's 10. That's 10. All right, move over this way. 10. 10. 10. 10. All right. And I'm gonna just do that to the other one. All right, so now we need to put these back on. Obviously somebody's done work before I ever been in here, but that white mark was where that went. Same on this side. Hopefully you marked these when you took them off, like I said. Same over here. That one is an I. This one's an E. Intake, exhaust. Anyway, so once you've put these on, you can go ahead and take them right back off. I didn't put the cover on behind it, so probably put that on first, right? All right. Now, From what I can find online, it says anywhere from 37 to 44 foot-pounds. So 37 to 44 foot-pounds. I'm just going to go to 40. All right, I think I got it. See if we can get you down here. It's hard to get you way down there. Like I said, there's this mark here. Should be directly in line with this. This mark here, directly in line with that. Let's see if I can show you down here. Between these two belts, maybe, yeah, you can see that pointy thing down there. And then you can see the, I don't know what you call it, the sprocket that the belt's on. You can also see a notch taken out of it. Those are lined up. See if I can, let's see if I can prop and go here. Right there in front of my fingernail. Anyway, all that's lined up. It was way easier, to take that spring off. That one right there. So just take that spring off. You know, that's what I was fighting. Sometimes I should just take stuff off. Yeah, but anyway. After that, we are going to, make sure that's pushed over there good. Tighten this bolt up. Tighten that pulley back up. So, also forgot to say, any motor, after you set timing, whatnot, get down there in the crank pulley before we get all this back together, and make sure we give it a full rotation. That'll tell you if you run into a hard spot, you probably got the timing off, and that's a valve running into a piston. So give her a full crank. Yeah, everything's loose. I didn't feel nothing smack into nothing, so always check that, especially if you're running an interference motor. Could be wrong. I think VVT engines, under certain circumstances, can touch. Could be wrong on that. But yeah, just spin her over by hand. It's better to find out a valve's touching a piston spinning it over by hand than it is when it's running, because then that means you got to get a whole new motor. So do by hand first. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to, I've got most of it put back together. I just reverse of what I did at the start. I don't think you need to see all that. The only other piece of advice I have is get a brand new valve cover gasket. Mine is new. I replaced it a couple weeks ago, or more than that, month and a half ago. Anyway, it's new. I'm reusing it. Probably shouldn't, doing it anyway. Where'd it go? I do have another video on doing valve cover gasket. If you want to watch that, I might put that in a link below. But I'll tell you pretty much everything you need to know right here. So you don't need to watch another video. But you need to take some, I use Ultra Black. You put some in this here corner. Put a gob over here. Put a glob. 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 Right here. Put a glob. And here. Put a glob. So, where'd you go? So again, glob, 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 glob both those up. If valve cover gasket's gonna leak, that's where it's going to leak from. So make sure you do that. Or don't. Just deal with the leak. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Put it on there. Other than that, all I got left is the valve cover gasket. I gotta where'd you go? Connect coil packs. I have to tighten the belt and plug everything back in and we're good to go. But I don't think you need to watch that. You came here for valve stem seals, so you've synced it. Okay. I do appreciate all you watching, following along. Greatly appreciate y'all subbing. If you would, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and I'll catch you next one.